right, welcome back to the show. Good. I believe that you're enjoying this conversation. And before we went to a break, on a break, Bishop Masika was telling us of the story, the anchoring, the theology, the idea behind what has now transformed into a development agenda. And I would like you, Bishop Masika, to go to this story. We want to expound on this story of transformation, how this whole idea expanded from initially bringing the garden back to the conversation, bringing the redeemed man to the garden, and how that became now what is Christian impact mission. Mm-hmm. How that all that became the same thing.
Thank you.
Okay.
1997 to 2000. Yeah. There was a gap there. Yeah. Of reflection.
Okay.
And 2000, I went into a serious introspection.
Okay.
Vivid introspection.
Yes.
And especially on the gospel.
Yes.
The authenticity of the gospel, the validity of the gospel, the wealth of the gospel.
Yes.
And then the lack of inclusivity of the gospel.
Yes.
And the kind of and the existing dualism.
Okay.
Of the secular and the sacred.
Yes.
And which I didn't think was founded on anything other than fallacy.
I like that.
And I felt that was the work of the devil.
Okay.
The dualism.
Yes.
Is driven by devil-hired vehicle.
There's a separation between the secular and the sacred.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a good idea.
Yes.
It's a devil-driven.
All right.
And that was my discovery.
Yes.
So I went into praying and fasting.
Yes.
And it took about now 8 months.
Okay.
And I expected God to speak.
Yes.
But He never spoke.
Yes.
Until the 9th month.
Yes.
And in the 9th month, the Lord brought a concept,
yes.
a new concept in me.
Yes.
And that was bringing Christian consciousness.
Yes.
Bringing Christian impact.
Yes.
In our society.
Yes.
Inventing all the markets.
Yes.
With the gospel.
Very good.
And at the same time, the idea of Mountain.
Yes, the 7 mountains.
The 7 mountains.
Yeah, we keep talking about it.
We keep talking about the 7 mountains.
Yes.
And the scripture emerged before me, and that was Isaiah chapter 2, verse 2.
Yes.
And the mountain of the Lord shall be exalted in the latter days over and above other mountain.
Absolutely.
And all the other mountain will come to the mountain and say, seek knowledge and guidance.
Yes.
And I felt that was the Lord speaking to me.
Yes.
After 9 months of prayer and fasting.
Yes.
I felt that, and it was clear it was God.
Yes.
Because what followed are
yes.
the indicators that it was God.
Yes.
So I felt the Lord was telling me to wake up now.
Yes.
And I woke up. Yes. With that scripture.
Yes.
The mountain of the Lord shall be exalted.
Yes.
How can the spirituality,
yes.
how can religion, yes. how can Christianity yes. be exalted over and above other mountains and yes. influence other mountains?
Yes.
And so that's when it came to the idea of empowered biblical worldview.
Okay.
Because I realized in Africa, the Habitant life is missing.
Yes.
The Edenic, experience is missing
yes.
in the church.
Yes.
Actually, the poor people are the church people.
Okay.
To a great extent.
Yes.
And I wondered why.
Yes.
And so I discovered there are some worldviews.
Yes.
Or the world is run by worldviews.
Yes.
And most of the worldviews are devil-driven worldviews.
Okay.
And some of the worldviews are secular worldviews.
Yes.
Let me come nearer to what I'm saying
yes.
so that I don't become generalistic.
Yes.
I discovered that what we are doing, even as Christians, we don't seem to have the Christian way of doing it and why of doing it.
Yes, a way and a why.
Of doing it.
Yes.
And there's a lot of forgery, within us.
Yes.
And So I felt in my little contribution,
Yes.
because the world is big and God uses you in the way, He wants.
Yes.
He blows. And so I'm not everything and I'm not everyone.
Yes.
So I'll do my part.
Yes.
So my part was to show what the Lord has put in me.
Yes.
Was to domesticate
Yes.
that idea
Okay.
in one community.
In one community.
And that was Yatta.
Oh, man.
A poor community.
Yes.
And God is humorous and is a strategist.
Yes.
One thing I've been talking about is God believes in publicity and visibility.
Yes.
Because He brought in an issue of famine.
Yes.
That ravaged East and Central Africa, 2006, 2009.
Yes.
And then Yatta
Yes.
was captured by the media.
Okay. As the most devastated or something
Yes.
like that. Yes.
All the media.
You guys, and you live there. You guys were going hungry.
Yes, I was in the city then with and a busy planting churches that I can become a bishop of many churches, not a bishop of one few churches.
Yes.
So that when I talk about being a bishop,
Yeah.
within my new agenda, I have churches, so like anybody, just for sure, for the glory of God and for sure, in case there's a need.
Yes.
Well, that's okay. So now
Meanwhile, Yatta is burning.
it's burning. And the media, the Citizen took it up, and NTV, all of them. I don't know how they converged on Yatta. And they are saying eating dongs and donkeys. Well, I didn't believe that because the Kamba people can't eat donks. Because if I want to abuse you, I call you dong. And
Yes.
then eating donkeys look like impossible. But anyway, the story went. And the story, made Yatta visible.
Okay.
And God works with visibility and publicity.
Absolutely.
Because when He wanted to bring the Holy Spirit,
Yes.
He brought it during the Pentecost.
Okay.
So that everybody can see.
For public.
Publicity and visibility. Yeah, but that's God. That's God.
That's the way He works.
That's how He works.
Absolutely.
You check in your life, you find God is a God of visibility and publicity.
He knows the timing.
He knows the timing.
Very good.
That's when Jesus was to be born.
Yes.
We went to the shepherds because these are the talking guys.
Yes.
Publicity.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to my question.
Yeah. Back to the Yatta story.
That's a story.
Yeah. So
The
here
Yatta
you are.
story. Yeah, and I'm in Nairobi.
Yeah.
And Yatta is burning, and people are eating donks and donkeys, and so my daughter, Mercy, and the friends, they raised food.
Yes.
And we took it to Yatta.
Yes.
That was in January on 2009.
Yeah.
10th.
Yes.
But I invited those guys to come the following week
Yes.
for a discourse. Anybody who felt he was a leader.
Yes.
I didn't describe a leader. I said, if you wake up and think you're a leader,
Yes.
just come.
Just come.
So the following week I had 1,000 people who considered themselves to be leaders.
You told them use your own criteria.
Yes.
To determine whether
Nobody's
you are
criteria because people are not fair.
Yes.
Might be you are not elected
Yes.
because of corruption. So if you wake up and you think you're a leader, come. Even if your wife also think, come.
Yes.
And they all came
Yes.
from all over one location.
Yes.
And then we said, I had an idea, but I didn't tell them I had an idea.
Yeah.
I said, we need to develop an exit strategy
Yes.
from a quagmire.
A quagmire of dependence on
Relief food,
relief food.
which is called Molio.
Yes.
So we call our program Operation Molio Out.
Out.
Molio means relief.
Yeah.
And
I have seen a little book like that. I don't know whether you did come with that.
Yeah, it's there. And
That was the beginning.
That was the beginning.
Okay.
Operation Molio, relief.
Yeah.
Because I knew the problem in Yatta and the problem in Kenya
Yes.
and the problem in Africa
Yeah.
is Molio mindset.
Yes.
Relief dependence.
Yes.
Relief dependence. Tokenism.
Yes.
Because that is the way Africa now is wired.
Yes.
Everyone wants to give something to Africa. Everyone wants to give something to somebody, to help somebody.
An African is waiting for this.
Yes.
token.
And so, no, it's not working. We were waiting.
Yes.
And why any community is poor,
Yes.
we agreed. It is because of that dependence.
Okay.
So, breaking away from that dependence
Yes.
is not easy.
Yes.
So we had to use the biblical worldview.
Yes.
the biblical worldview.
Okay.
Because you cannot, and I also discovered that the kind of development done in Africa is tokenism.
Yes.
Where, because Africa is poor, so let's give them relief.
Yes.
So relief organizations. And they are registered, they've been there for 30 years.
Yes.
Relieving, and nobody is getting relieved. You know?
Yes.
So I'm not against what they do, because we need relief when there are the calamities.
But
how can we have calamity every day in every society, in every community?
Yes.
That is nonsense.
Yes.
So I knew that was nonsense.
Yes.
And so for that matter, I wanted to demonstrate in a small community that Africa does not need relief.
Exactly. You went about that mission of demonstrating.
Yes.
You have 1,000 leaders with you there.
Yes.
And you can sell them the idea.
And they bought the idea.
Yes.
It was not easy to buy.
Yes.
Because that's a popular term, molio.
Yes.
And so they bought the idea.
Yes.
And then I told them, if you bought the idea, and we are going, first of all, in our program, the critical pathway, first of all, we discovered development is not what you do to people.
Yes.
Development is what you help people to do for themselves.
Absolutely. You can say that again. Development is not what you do to people, is what you help them do to themselves.
And most of the leaders in Kenya and Africa, they think is what you give people. Even when they are going around campaigning, they say, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do that for you.
Yeah, we'll get you electricity, water.
That is paralyzing. That is paralytic enough.
Yes.
You know, paralyzing people's initiative, people's creativity, people's, activity.
And that's not the way Jesus preached the gospel.
That's not the gospel.
He asked somebody whether they want to be healed.
Yes.
And if they said, yes, I want to be healed, then he moved.
Yes.
Some he gave them without asking.
Yes.
But a number of them he asked them.
Yes.
He needed their cooperation.
And you develop, you don't, development, you develop people, not projects.
Oh,
if you want to develop a community, don't develop project.
Yes.
You develop the people.
Okay.
How do you develop the people? You develop the people through changing their mindset.
Absolutely.
In changing their mindset, you cannot change it with another strategy, capacity building nonsense. They have done it and it has not worked.
Yes.
Now, for example, you go to a poor community which is animistic, which believes that it's not Christian for that matter. They are secular, they are animistic. African communities, BT says they are notoriously religious.
Yes.
No, we are not empty.
Yes.
So every African has an African mindset on everything.
Yes.
Which is set by the way we are brought up.
Okay.
For example, now you go and find rain.
Yes.
All over we have rainmakers.
Yes. All over in Africa.
We have rainmakers.
Yes.
People know, communities believe that they are rainmakers who make.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody has to depend on rain and rainmakers.
Yes.
And, if you want, for example, some good friends came doing toilets to people.
Yes.
And so I went around and asked one of them, why are you not using the toilet?
Yes.
And they were done by this organization. They told me, no, our grandfathers are under.
Yes.
So how do we knock them with our staff?
Yeah. I mean,
how do you change that notion from that person?
That's using a toilet
by telling them a toilet is good.
Defecating on your ancestors who are buried in the soils.
So you have to bring the biblical worldview.
Yes.
That, ancestors, when people die, they are not there. It's their bodies. The souls have gone.
Yes.
Bring the scripture.
Yes.
And then they'll discover, they are not there. So we are not conquered, eating them.
Yes.
So we need the Bible, as the basis for transformation.
Absolutely.
So the Bible is the tool for transformation. So the first thing in transforming people is taking them to the Bible days, the Genesis of humanity.
Yeah.
And that is Genesis chapter 1, verse 27.
Yes.
And God created them with his own image.
Yes.
What humanity have lost is our image, is our dignity.
Yes.
What Africa has lost is our dignity.
Yes.
Because we went through slavery.
Yes.
We were sold.
Yes.
We were mistreated.
We sold even
we sold each other.
To each other. Yeah.
We were like a property.
Yes.
Colonialism came and dehumanized us.
Yes.
So we came to believe Africans, we are poor.
Yeah.
Africans, we are incapable.
Yes.
Africans, we do not have the skills.
Yes.
That is a lie.
Yes.
The truth is, now, every community had a blacksmith.
Yes.
The Kambas had arrows before the colonialists came.
Yes.
And the arrows were made of iron.
Yes.
Where did we get the iron from?
And how did we smelt it?
And how did we smelt it? So somebody came and and brainwashed us, told us we have nothing.
Yes.
So discard everything and get everything.
Yes.
And so this is where most of the people who do development in Africa, they want to tell us we have nothing.
Yes.
That is dehumanizing so that you can create development. To create development, you develop that person to regain the God-given humanity, the God-given capacity. Believe he has the capacity, the God-given wisdom.
Yes.
We are endowed with wisdom to operate our environment.
Absolutely. And we have always done that very well.
Very well, even before. But somebody came and cheated us. And now we came to believe it, even in the church. So I'm saying from the church, we are going to say, no, we need a new revolution. So no, we are able.
Yes.
We have the capacity.
Yes.
We have what it takes.
Yes.
And so I told the other people.
Yeah.
Now, the problem we have is water.
Yes.
But we have floods.
So how
So
let's solve that.
Using after helping them to regain their dignity, their God-given.
Yes.
Now they began, to dig dams.
Yes.
And I brought to them my leadership kind of management capacity, having been a principal, and Rema, mobilizing, the
administrative
stratified and
management.
whatever, stratification and whatever, all those strategies that we had in our mission. And so we stratified those groups into 100 groups of 10. That's 1,000 people who came.
Wow.
And they began to do dams. And within the year, we had over 1,300 small dams. That was we finished the water problem.
Wow.
Within a year.
Within 1 year.
People solving their own problem.
Absolutely.
Even if the world came to help, if all the world donors came to do 1,000 dams, it would have cost them billions and billions, and most of them would go on logistics.
Yes, and a lot of, and then after that, they would be featured on CNN and other big media, saying how a breakthrough it was to do 1,000. And you did those just by having one meeting and influencing.
And because the idea was not the dam. Dam was in the value chain was the first thing.
Yes.
But the first thing in the value chain is mindset.
Yes.
After mindset is then water, harvesting that water.
Yes.
Because the first agriculture in the Bible in Genesis chapter 2, verse 10.
Yeah.
It was on, and a river flowed through the garden, watered the garden. It was through irrigation.
Yeah.
So I told people that we do it the Bible way.
Yes.
We are not going to depend on rain.
Yes.
So agriculture should not depend on
rain.
It should depend on water.
Yes.
Because crops don't need rain.
They need water.
Need water.
Yes.
So it's a mistaken idea.
Yes.
It falls together with absurdity. That
now you're beginning to fire the rainmakers, and now you're shifting the mindset.
Yes.
The rainmakers don't have a place anymore.
Yes.
Because it is not the rain, it is the water.
It's the water.
As soon as the water lands, we take care of it.
We take care of it.
Yeah.
And I brought in the Christian principle, stewardship.
Absolutely.
Stewardship. Everything that brings to us, we are the custodian. We are the managers.
Yes.
We are the ones who should harness that.
Yes.
Save it.
Yes.
And utilize it.
Yes.
In a hotter day.
Yes.
And that is the Christian mindset.
Yes.
Because when Joseph, there was food.
Yes.
There was food also, I'm sure.
7 years of abundance, 7 years of famine.
I'm sure there was also 7 abundance in Israel. But those guys were busy selling Joseph. They did not understand. So, just, here, Joseph was on this other side.
Yes.
He told them, we take care. The good days takes care of the bad days.
Absolutely.
That is the Christian concept.
Absolutely.
That's a Christian principle.
And let me tell you, I really wish we had time even to delve in other economic issues, because that's the same idea of this national debt situation we are in is because we failed to take care of our days of abundance.
Yes.
And that's something we can talk about.
Yes.
So the Christian world says, so viewers, I know we are here on fire. And Bishop Masika has written a very, very wonderful book here. And I really want to make sure I introduce you to this book, Bishop Masika. It's a Hope for Africa series, Mindset Change for Community Transformation, forward by Tim Andrews and Professor Kivuda Kibwana, the governor of Makueni County. So this is a very, very nice book. And this book is documentation of the principles that Bishop Masika is talking about change of mindset. And this is like the very bedrock of the idea you are expounding. And then there's something else here. There's a family governance. Reverend Agnes Masika is also part of the series, I guess.
Yes.
And many others. So viewers, please, I want you to really pay attention, because we want to give you ideas on how you can get into in contact with Bishop Masika and the work they are doing at the Christian Impact Missions in Yatta. By the way, Dr. Masika, are you also doing this program in other parts of Kenya? And how far has the program
I will
gone?
jump a few details because
you
of
can
time.
jump a few
and then,
details because of time.
Our ministry is not doing things for the sake of doing.
Yes.
It's guided by a truism.
Yeah.
A truism, there must be a need.
Yes.
And there must be, then you bring in a solution.
Yes.
We also got the idea of the Pokot, who are on in the media today.
Yes.
We are on the western side of it.
Yes.
About 42 villages.
Yes.
After the famous Cafedo 2014,
Yes.
our ministry went there.
Yes.
Because we knew the problem of Capedo is not cattle rustling.
Yes.
They are cattle rustlers, true.
Yeah, tell us that.
But why are they cattle rustlers?
Yes.
That is their way of life.
Yes.
And stealing cows from the neighborhood,
Yes.
according to them,
Yes.
is not a crime.
It's not.
It is their way of life.
Yes.
So if you tell them, if you do that, we will arrest you.
Yes.
We'll bring military.
Yes.
They are already military.
Yes.
So that is what they are born for.
Yes.
They are trained to fight.
Yes.
So you're not promising them any new thing.
You're telling warriors that you're going to fight them.
No, you can't win that war.
Yeah.
You win, and then they'll rearrange themselves again.
Yes.
They'll win again.
Yes.
That is what have happened from the colonial days.
Yes.
The first government, second government, they come organize against them. I said, this doesn't seem to be the only way.
Okay.
Let me try an alternative.
Yes.
So our approach to those 42 villages, we started with 3.
Yeah.
They went to 7.
Yeah.
They went to 11.
Yeah.
They went to, now there are 42 villages, covering quite a range.
Yes.
And we intend to cover the entire place.
Okay.
It's only the limitation of resources.
Yeah.
If we had resources, we would have covered. So our changing model is about mindset change and then development alternative livelihood. There are 3 pillars. The first one I said is mindset change.
Yes.
And the second one is alternative livelihood.
Yes.
And the third one is education.
Yes.
And education, and church.
Yes.
Because that's how to break the circle.
Yes.
So you cannot break the circle by fighting the old guys.
Yeah.
Because those are diehards.
Those are warriors.
Those are warriors, and their blood is, they have killed, they are stained. So the only way you break the circle.
Yeah.
Then these warriors, active one,
Yeah.
give them alternative to what they were doing.
Yes.
And that's what we have done.
Yes.
We have succeeded where we have done it.
Yes.
We have not gone everywhere.
Yes.
We intend to go everywhere.
Yes.
I'm talking to government ministries.
Yes.
To help me have resources, because if you take the resources without a mindset change tool,
Yeah.
it will not work.
Yeah.
Because you can build a school and they bring solar for the laptops, and they'll come and steal the use that to charge their phones. But so you need to mindset change. So it is working. We are having over 2,000, about 2,000, households that are involved in farming.
Okay.
Right now as we talk.
You have transformed these guys to farmers. From
farmers.
warriors to farmers.
Yes. When we went 2015,
Yes.
we did not see 2014-15. We did not see anybody any farm doing any farming.
Yes.
When I've taken government officers, the county commissioner and others to see, and I was there with some government leaders, early January, late last year.
Yeah.
And we were able to see the farmers who are doing wonders and the warriors. One of them asked me, are we safe here? I asked him, why? Because the guys who should shoot us are the one we are visiting their farms.
Absolutely. Bishop Masika has a wonderful story. This is a story that began in the sleepy plateaus of Yatta almost 10 years ago, 20 almost actually, and it's become a phenomenon. I believe, Bishop Masika, you've done a fantastic job. I wish we had so much time to talk about this. So those of you who would like to get in touch, there are people who would like to get in touch with you.
Thank you.
Please, you can tell them maybe website.
Thank you.
And all that. Yeah.
Now, the purpose of my module, it is based on evidence.
Yes.
Indicators, something people can see.
Yes.
Because theories, I have theories. I develop theory and then I transform them to action.
Okay.
So all that we are saying, we domesticated in Yatta.
Okay.
Yatta is 100 kilometers from Nairobi.
Yes.
On the eastern side through Thika.
Yes.
You are in Yatta.
Yes.
And you're able to see transformed communities.
Yeah.
We began with 3 villages. Now there are 52 commercial villages and a cooperative.
Okay.
And the poor community has become the rich of the richest. They are growing different types of crops, high value crops for export, like French bean, bullet chilies. They are processing. There are high industries there. They are making bread out of sweet potato. They are doing quite a number of things, and we have captured international market and the local market. And so people are coming to see what they can do as a people, as a family, as a village, as a community, as a church. Quite a number of churches in Nairobi are flowing down to bring their leaders to see the kind of transformation. So we welcome you. You can contact us through these numbers.
Yeah, the numbers on the screen. You can reach Bishop Masika through the numbers on the screen. We'll get in touch with him. You can search for CIM.
CIM,
CIM, ChristianImpactMission.org. That's how you can reach him. Thank you so much. I believe you have learned so much. Whatever questions you have, put them on the text or make a call. Get in touch with us. We'll link you up to Dr. Masika and his the books and the resources that are available. And please find time to visit his farm. Now, this is the GG Report. I'm so glad that you're tuned in, and thank you so much for staying on this program this day. We welcome you and thank you. It's nice to have you. My name is Godfrey, and we have come to the end of our program today. God bless you. See you another day. Thank you. Bye.